Hello friends, welcome to SKC Info. Today I have come up with an very basic and simple yet very important concept. That is calculation of material for beams in construction. Like how much cement, sand and coarse aggregate, what we call it as stone metal or jelly, is actually required for construction of beams. First of all, let's try to understand what is a beam. The technical definition you can see on the screen, which defines as a beam as a horizontal member spanning over the support and carrying a load that may be from a brick wall or a stone wall. Friends, generally speaking, beam carries the load from the slab and transfer it to the columns or supports via lintels, which finally is then transferred to the foundation. According to the supports provided, a beam can be categorized into following types. You can see here on the screen, that is simply supported beam, fixed beam, cantilever beam, continuous beam, etc. The type of beams we will discuss in detail in coming videos. Right now, let us concentrate on the material calculation for beam. And one more important point I wanted to share is about lintels. Friends, you might be having doubt that does beam and lintel means the same? The answer is almost yes. Because lintel is also a beam that is placed across openings like door and window, etc. You can see it here in the image. And the lintel is provided to support or resist the concentrated load above doorway or window opening. Getting it, friends? Now let us come to actual concept of calculating the quantity of material one by one. That is again how much cement, sand and aggregate is required for beam. Here first we need to calculate volume of beam, that is length into breadth into height or depth, what we call it as. Now whatever the volume comes, that we call it as actual volume, that comes in cubic meter. Okay. Next, look into the grade of concrete chosen, that is M20 or is it M25, etc. Because the mix proportion majorly governs the quantity of material in beam construction. Friends, the mix proportion for various grades of concrete as per IS 456-2000, that is standard specification, we have got mix proportion for different grade of concrete as for M10 we have got a mix proportion ratio as 1:3:6, and similarly for M15 it is 1:2:4, and for M20 it is 1:1.5:3, and M25 onwards we will follow design mix. Friends, we will also try to know about a nominal design and mixed design and what is the difference between nominal design and mixed design in coming videos. So keep watching the SKC Info for getting more such knowledge shared. The common grade of concrete for residential buildings as per standards and design we choose is M20 in general. Now in the calculation, whatever volume we get is volume of wet concrete. So we need to convert this into dry volume to get actual quantity of material required. So how do we do that actually? We multiply wet volume by a conversion factor 1.54 to get dry volume. This conversion is needed since we consider that the quantity is reduced by 57% due to evaporation of water and other little factors. These factors, what I told, includes pores between sand and coarse aggregate, which contribute 20% and 62% respectively, and even the air voids is taken as 15%. So for a wet concrete of 1 metric cube, we take conversion factor as 1.54 to get dry volume in metric cube. Whatever the volume we are getting, it is in metric cube. Now to get the actual proportions, we add the ratio, that is sum of ratio, we get it as 1 part of cement plus 5.5 part of sand plus 3 parts of coarse aggregate. In total it comes to 5.5. And now we calculate each material step by step. Firstly, we are calculating cement. Here the volume of cement we get it as 1 portion of cement divided by total sum of ratio, which is multiplied by dry volume. We will get it in cubic meter. But in the market, we get cement in terms of bags, that is number of bags. So it is required to convert the quantity into bags. So how are we going to get that? For that, we multiply whatever the value we got is by 28.8. Again, why should we multiply by 28.8 only? That is, number of bags in 1 meter cube of concrete comes to 1440 kg divided by 1 bag of cement, that is 50 kg. That is 1440 kg divided by 50 kg, that is for 1 bag. We will get it as 28.8. Understood, friends? Now we will get this in terms of number of bags. Similarly, for sand calculation, we will proceed as portion of sand divided by the total sum of ratio, that is 5.5, which is multiplied by dry volume. You get it in cubic meters. To get it in terms of cubic feet, multiply by 35.3147. And the same procedure holds good for the calculation of coarse aggregate also. Now friends, we have got the cement volume in terms of number of bags, and sand and coarse aggregate volume in terms of cubic feet. But in the market, to purchase sand or coarse aggregate, we generally speak in terms of trippers or tractors or trucks or any other vehicle involved in the transportation. So if we want to purchase sand or jelly, we will purchase it in terms of number of trippers, etc. This we will understand by taking some examples. If we are in need of purchasing 1800 cubic feet of material, then you have to place purchase order for 6 trucks or trippers of 300 cubic feet volume. And we will place an order for 2 tractors for purchasing 8 brass of material. So friends, I hope you are now clear with the quantity of material required for beams in constructions. So friends, if you have any doubts, please let me know in comment section. So this is all about the quantity calculation for beams and lintels in construction. Friends, if you want to know about the total construction cost of any building, for that also the video is available and the link is provided in the description. So friends, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get the notification of new videos. Thank you.